I actually, when I think about it, I think we have good technology education in our universities. Like, I think we just have a high enough level of understanding where people are being taught correct things and learning stuff. It's just that the industry doesn't exist in such a big way. But like somebody that come out of UE, they know stuff. They just mightn't have real world experience, but they're exposed to a lot of things. UTT, even for CUSTAT, all them places, we have a solid education base, I think. You think so? Like where you studied?
We do.
Or you studied in New York?
Me?
Or yeah.
No. I studied with University of Bedfordshire. That's with CTS College, and I recently got a scholarship, like a real scholarship with University of the People.
That's cool, man. Congrats.
So I'm going to be doing that as well.
Okay.
Wait, who's University of the People?
Nice,
I lost. I never heard about that before.
You could look them up online. You would see them. They're accredited in the US. All I can say is the US accredited. I'm not sure about anywhere else. Yeah.
Oh,
but
okay. Hey, look for real. Is that okay?
Even building on what Redbit said. Even building on what you said, is it has a lot of people with talent not getting the opportunity, and a lot of them are leaving. I know somebody who's working for Microsoft who was headhunted by Microsoft and works for them now, So people are leaving. People are getting wise to the wiser and heading out because they're not getting the opportunities and the compensation needed for Trinidad.
Yeah, because I think we was talking about this last week, about brain drain and where your loyalty might lie. But for me, as a young person, graduating in technology, and you have that drive, you have that hunger to learn and to make a difference, to build something, to innovate. Here isn't exactly the right place or environment if you really want to fulfill your potential, if you get opportunity to go out there, as I say, Google or Microsoft, I wouldn't hold that against you. I wouldn't call that brain drain. I would call that seeking your interests, because a lot of times you might have the opportunity, but if it is the environment as well and the culture and all of that does kind of work against you. So we need a lot of change, for us to really make a big difference.
Well, I gonna try. Because I'm a teacher and I really want to see, people make the place better. But I understand, because I have students
you're doing a very noble job.
Yeah, something so. I can see your tongue in your cheek. Yeah. Hey, so then when it comes to your hopes for Trinidad, let me say 5 years from now, where you want Trinidad to be, not realistically where we will be, but where you want us to be.
Where you want us to be. I want to see us focus more on sustainability as well as renewable energy, and actually build that type of hub, or maybe even the same thing that I posted with South UE to actually turn it into a development hub, where you have a big campus teaching you different things about technology. You can have startups renting there. You can have all these things accessible to you. Servers, local servers, as mind you, with local IXPs and all these things. I want to see Trinidad be on the map for technology and really promote it.
We were just talking about our hub word.
Agriculture, all these things. Yeah.
Yeah, and you think that's okay now, right? Realistically, where you think we will be based on the trajectory that we're going at right now?
From everything that I've seen, there's no telling what could happen. Yeah, I side.
Yeah, because
so much more could be done, and I'm really trying to understand what they're doing right now to lay that foundation. And I'm not really understanding, unfortunately.
Yeah, because if you say 5 years, right? 2 years from now is election. So that is our next bit of uncertainty right there, So whatever they're probably trying to do now, 2 years from now, if government change, that probably going to hit the back burner and they're going to have to start over again. I don't know if they win again, a big if, you know, who's to say they continue what they're doing, you know, there's be promises and come into election they might make even more promises and I'm sure the promises they make from last election ain't even
every week the stuff maybe how to come up, you know, every week. But
I know the politics work down there.
It just can't get away from it.
Politics is politics.
All right.
Yeah, I know how it is. I've dealt with both sides, by the way. I've dealt with both sides and I've seen so much things that I should not talk about, so let's not talk about that. Yeah.
So what it is then? Let's not talk about it because we're going down a rabbit hole there. One of the things that we need to make sure that we have in order for us to move forward to be like proper internet and available internet, right? So let me delve into that a little bit.
Yeah.
Internet availability and reliability. What do you think, what's your experiences with respect to, first of all, internet availability, before we even talk about reliability?
In terms of availability, like for areas that I'm familiar with, Citrus, Moruga, Ikakas, etc., they have limited options on what they can actually get. So right now, along Citrus, they have a certain ISP, and they barely hit 10 meg sometimes, and it's quote-unquote fiber as well, right? And I say quote-unquote is, you know, just a
no, you can't say the name, you're on an NDA or something.
But I don't want to call names and blast them in that sense, because you never know, you could work with one of these companies one day. They might call you in, you know, and they're gonna be like, "Hey, you was on that podcast and you bad talk me.
Yeah.
Why you do that for?" I know you're here. But
and the talk that started R.
It's green dot, by the way.
No, hey, the man said no comment.
Green dot. I say your name. I don't worry.
Okay, cool. Yeah.
It's green dot. Don't worry.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, because they have to basically only way out to satellite, right? No cables are running.
Yeah. They have cables on there. They have fiber.
Yeah,
They
sure.
have fiber down there.
Like, for real?
Yes. They run lines. They actually have fiber
running to Moruga. Fiber running to Moruga. For real?
No, Moruga is, I think more or less is from Airlink Communications. I work for Airlink Communications, by the way. Hi, Airlink, if you're watching this. I'm not about talking all that. But yeah. Yeah, but they have fiber going to Moruga, I believe. And I think it's copper base or it's copper base. It's one or the other. I know they're going to be migrating to fiber soon. Wow.
Okay, I did not know that. I know South. South because both of us from the East, right? So we
No. Wait. I am from South originally.
Wait, listen. Right, we originally, right?
I live in the East now, but I was born and raised in South.
Finish, like both of us live in the East, and we experience the internet from a particular perspective, right? Okay. Where our internet is sort of available, meaning availability is not an issue on the East-West corridor. You have choices, you have options, you could switch predominantly between two people, and maybe you could try the third one if you feel like it. So that's availability. But there are parts of Trinidad and Tobago that have zero options or one option. And that is a big issue, because I think in order for us to move forward digitally, you had to at least give people the ability to use digital services. So availability is a problem. So you're telling me that there's fiber in running to certain places. That gives me a little bit of hope. Does that like give you any hope? Or that's just like random fiber?
No, I get hope, but the good thing about it is that, you know, other companies might want to come down there now and, you know, give them competition. So you might see one of those the big three wanting to come down and give them competition, and, you know, more persons will be able to get connected because of the budget. So some companies, you know, it's very expensive to run fiber, by the way. So when one of these companies come down, they're going to go in every nook and cranny to get a customer, you know. So they're going to have competition, they're going to have better prices, they're going to have better speeds.
Okay. So, and then with reliability, when they do run these fiber cables or whatnot to these places, how reliable will it be? How far is it from the different nodes? Do they have like let's call it a knock network up? No. Let's call it a repeater. The place where they have the repeaters basically.
No knock.
Yeah.
Okay. Pop.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
Is the pop you're talking about?
Basically, where they say the signal carries to a
that's
certain
one
point,
thing I
and
wouldn't
then
be
you
able
push
to
it.
say.
Yeah, but like, okay,
Yeah, and
putting aside like CJOS and putting aside CJOS and the carcass and whatever, you live well. I'm not sure if you wanna say it, but you live south, deep south, right? Somewhere deep south.
I was
Right.
point. Just say points. You could just say point for 10.
Okay, point. Well, yeah. For people like Mr. Make it simple, he will consider that deep south, right?
Very deep south.
Right.
Yeah,
So based on your experience, somebody who live relatively close to CJOS and those type of places, what was your experience in terms of reliability and availability and even like speeds and stuff like that?
So let me break it down for you. When I was actually living CJOS, so I did leave CJOS in a point of time. I had those blink boxes, and I used to have get an extension cord to move it outside to actually get a signal. So I couldn't have internet right through. I had to actually find a place to put the blink box outside using like 100-foot extension cord. That was my experience. To watch a YouTube video. If rainfall, nah, you have to bring it inside. That's the day. Because of the
I live in a privileged life or something, or you saying this here and tears wanna come to my eye. That was less than 10 years ago, 5 years ago maybe. I feeling so privileged.
2013, 14, 15.
Nah, man.
Yeah.
Ow.
Yeah.
That was 2013, 14, 15, and you had to pay that bill. Yeah. I think it was $2 something a month or something. I can't remember.
Okay, and now it's better now, right?
Yeah, so that was CJOS. So was it you move from CJOS, you move a little closer to point, yeah.
Yeah, move to point. So where I live, everything runs underground. So only a particular company is allowed to come and run their lines underground in this particular area. I'm not going to talk about that, but the company in mine is Amplia, and since having them, I've had ups and downs with them in the past. I get 30 down and probably 20 up for the most. So yeah.
And we've been
and that's like connected to the router. That's connected to the router. Wireless.
Direct, with Cat6.
Direct.
All right.
Wow. If my internet dropped to 30, I might call Digicel and complain.
I am aghast.